What if the secret to reversing aging, to feeling young, strong, and disease-free again, was already inside you? What if scientists could turn back your immune clock, making your defenses as sharp as when you were 25? Sounds like the ultimate dream of longevity, right? But what if that same rejuvenated immune system, meant to protect you, could suddenly turn against you? What if the price of youth was autoimmunity, your body attacking itself? Today, we re-diving into one of the most fascinating and controversial frontiers in modern longevity science, the youthful immune system and senior's blessing or autoimmune curse. Let's start with the basics. Immunosenescence. As we age, our immune system slows down. The thymus, the organ that produces T cells, starts shrinking in our 20s and continues throughout life. By age 60, it's practically dormant. The result? Fewer new immune cells, weaker defense against infections, and slower recovery. This is why older adults are more vulnerable to viruses, cancer, and even inflammation-related diseases. But here's the paradox. While the immune system weakens in one way, it also becomes overactive in another, attacking the body's own tissues, leading to conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and chronic inflammation. It's a strange irony. The immune system ages by losing control, both too weak and too aggressive at the same time. Now, imagine if we could restore that immune system. Scientists have been chasing this idea for decades, but only recently have breakthroughs started to appear. At Stanford University, researchers achieved partial immune rejuvenation in older adults using low-dose IL-7, a cytokine that stimulates T-cell production. Meanwhile, teams at Harvard and the Buck Institute for Research on Aging are experimenting with thymus regeneration, literally reversing the age of the organ that produces immune cells. In one trial known as the TRIIM study, a combination of growth hormone DHEA and metformin actually regrew thymic tissue in men aged 51 to 65, increasing their immune cell diversity and even reversing biological age markers by over 2 years on average. Sounds incredible, but here's where things get risky. When you reawaken the immune system in an older person, you're not just rebooting it, you're unleashing it. A younger immune system is more active, more reactive, and sometimes less tolerant. That means it can start mistaking your own cells for invaders. Dr. Anthony Verdijek, an immunologist from the Netherlands, explains, immune rejuvenation is a double-edged sword. If not carefully controlled, it can lead to autoimmunity, the body's defense turning into offense. Autoimmune diseases are already more common in women and tend to rise with certain hormonal changes and chronic inflammation. When scientists artificially reawaken immune function, the risk of triggering those diseases may increase. It's like waking up an army that's forgotten who the enemy is. This is exactly why new longevity therapies from thymic peptides to stem cell transplants are being approached with both excitement and extreme caution. So, where's the balance? The real goal isn't to create an immune system that's younger, it's to make it wiser. A youthful immune system without regulation is chaos. What we need is resilience, an immune system that's strong enough to defend but smart enough not to overreact. And that balance comes from more than just pharmaceuticals. It's also shaped by how you live every day. Studies from Yale University and Karolinska Institute reveal that lifestyle plays a massive role in maintaining immune balance. Chronic stress, lack of sleep, poor diet, and sedentary behavior accelerate immune aging. But interventions like exercise, fasting, and nutrient-rich diets can actually retrain immune cells. For example, a 2021 study showed that moderate aerobic exercise increases regulatory T cells, the immune cells that prevent autoimmune responses. Meanwhile, certain foods like fermented vegetables, omega-3-rich fish, and polyphenol-packed berries lower inflammatory cytokines, keeping your immune system calm yet responsive. And then there's autophagy, the body's cellular recycling system. Intermittent fasting and compounds like spermidine and resveratrol help clean out damaged immune cells and create room for new, efficient ones. This helps prevent what scientists call inflammaging, the chronic, low-grade inflammation that drives most age-related diseases. It's the silent fire that burns away longevity, but it's reversible when you learn how to balance your immune system. Of course, rejuvenating immunity isn't just about lifestyle. Science is pushing boundaries faster than ever. In Japan, researchers at Keio University are exploring how young plasma transfusions can temporarily rejuvenate immune cell function. In Germany, biotech companies are experimenting with senolytics, drugs that clear out old toxic immune cells that trigger chronic inflammation. And in the United States, trials on rapamycin and MTO inhibitors are showing promise in recalibrating immune response, reducing hyperinflammation while improving defense. But here's the question no one is asking. When we make an old immune system young again, what happens to the balanced nature built over time? The immune system is deeply tied to our microbiome, the bacteria living in our gut. In seniors, the microbiome changes dramatically, often losing diversity when we tweak the immune system without addressing the microbiome, we risk chaos like tuning a piano with broken strings. That's why researchers now see immune rejuvenation as a whole-body process, not a single switch to flip. Let's get real. Longevity isn't about eternal youth, it's about harmony. The immune system is not meant to be constantly on. It's meant to rest, repair, and respond in rhythm with your body. As Dr. Luigi Ferrucci from the National Institute on Aging said, the healthiest older adults are not those with the strongest immune systems, but those with the most balanced ones. So, what can you do today to support a youthful yet balanced immune system without risking autoimmunity? Prioritize sleep, -7 to 8 hours per night. Deep sleep is when your immune memory resets. Eat for balance, emphasize omega-3s south, fermented foods, and plant antioxidants while limiting processed sugar and seed oils that trigger inflammation. Train smartly, combine strength and cardio, especially Zone 2 training, to reduce chronic inflammation. Fast, wisely. Try intermittent fasting a few times a week to promote autophagy and immune renewal. Manage stress, mindfulness, and nature exposure lower cortisol, helping immune regulation. And finally, be cautious with immune-boosting supplements and drugs. Your goal is not to boost, but to balance. Too much stimulation, even from natural compounds, can backfire. In the next decade, scientists believe we LLC, the first true therapies that can reverse immune aging safely, combining biotechnology with lifestyle. Maybe it'll come from thymus regeneration, maybe from personalized microbiome modulation, or maybe from something as simple as how you live every single day. The real question isn't whether we can make our immune system young again, it's whether we should, and how wisely we can do it. Because sometimes, the very thing that keeps us young can also make us fragile if used without understanding. So, is a youthful immune system a blessing or an autoimmune curse? The answer lies in balance. The future of longevity isn't about fighting nature, it's about learning to cooperate with it. Because true youthfulness isn't about having the immune system of a 25-year-old, it's about having the wisdom of a balanced one, powerful, calm, and in perfect harmony with life itself.